I want to talk about the Hot Toys Deadpool and Wolverine line. Let's take a look. Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus. And I know at this stage it might be old news, but look, I didn't get to make as many videos as I wanted over the summer, and I still want to talk about this Deadpool and Wolverine line. One of the reasons I want to talk about it is because it contains my most anticipated figure, the figure that I was most excited and hyped about. That was the biggest announcement of this year, in my opinion, which is that deluxe Hugh Jackman yellow and blue suit from the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, look, I'm a big Wolverine fan, I'm a big Deadpool fan, but again, my collecting is rooted in my love of movies, film, TV, not necessarily in comic books, even though I have gone back and read some of the Deadpool comics and various different things like Iron Man, Batman, and so on. But yeah, for essentially my collecting, it's rooted in my love of movies. Now this particular line, even though I love the first Deadpool movie, love Deadpool 2, and now love, I suppose, is it Deadpool 3? I suppose it is Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't necessarily need all of these pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, in fairness, these look absolutely amazing together, but I'm going to go through the 5 announcements so far from this line, which was the Hugh Jackman, the yellow and blue suit. The first one we got, that deluxe one, which was announced on 12th of June. Of course, there's 2 versions, deluxe and the regular. I think the regular doesn't come with the Hugh Jackman head sculpt. Non-runner, as far as I'm concerned. I want that Hugh Jackman head sculpt, especially if it turns out as good as it. Hot Toys, don't mess that one up. The Deadpool, which is basically, the Deadpool and the one with the bonus editions and with the gold guns and the base, that kind of really flimsy base. And then they kind of went and released, I believe, the kind of thirst trap shirtless Hugh Jackman, which does look pretty cool. And then Ladypool and Kidpool. So that's what we're going to talk about. This entire line, according to Sideshow's prices in US dollars, if you were to buy the deluxe or the most expensive version of all 5 of these, Deadpool, Wolverine, Kidpool, Ladypool, and that second Wolverine with the kind of exposed seamless body, it would cost you $1,485. That's before any kind of tax or sales tax or import or VAT or of course shipping. So yeah, you're probably looking at the bones of $2,000. Anyway, especially in a kind of a time when I suppose collectors are running out of space, everything's getting more expensive, so collectors are going to have to cut back. You've got your energy crisis, your recession, your cost of living, blah, blah, blah. Everything's getting more expensive and your wages are the same. Right, let's take a look at the first one. So this is Kidpool. This was the most recent announcement, okay? Now, in fairness, okay, look, there's going to be spoilers here. In fairness, they could do loads from this movie that people would be excited about. I think there are certain people who'd be excited about a Cassandra Nova. Cassandra Nova. I thought she was an underused villain. I thought she was a really formidable villain, especially if she had similar kind of skill set, or maybe not similar, as powerful skill set as her brother Charles. Felt they kind of underused that character, and that's one of the reasons that even though I love this movie, I give it 5 stars. My heart would give it 5 stars, but my head probably gives it like 4.5. One of the reasons why I think that's another villain that's underused, like Killmonger from Black Panther. Let's face it, Michael B. Jordan absolutely nailed that role. Great character, kind of underused. Anyway, so yeah, I think there's Cassandra Nova. If they did that, there definitely people would buy it and get hyped. I think Blade. People would definitely get hyped about, even if it's the kind of older version of Wesley Snipes. Probably that Channing Tatum Gambit as well. Maybe even X-23. Me personally, I'm trying to get through this line just with the deluxe version of Deadpool and Wolverine. But let's take a look at this. Kidpool. Flicking through a few of these, let's just get a price for Kidpool. So Kidpool is $240. It's a small character. This is kind of like your Jawa-sized character, maybe a bit bigger, or your Rocket. I think maybe just a bit bigger than a Rocket. There's a few things about it. It's pretty cool. I believe it's Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' daughter who actually was in the costume. I'm not sure if they actually said the line that they said, because let's face it, these characters, Ladypool, Kidpool, they really weren't in the movie for too long, maybe like 10 minutes, probably collectively got a minute screen time between them. So it's the kind of thing that I'm not sure, I know that I don't need it, not how I collect, but I'm just going to go through this anyway. So $240. The water pistols, very, very cool. Like there's these collectors, 6-scale collectors love these kind of random little gimmicks or random little things like your churro or your spider bot or your shawarma or in this case the water pistol. Just a weird, like, random accessory that you're not going to get with figures from time to time. So maybe people want to add them to their 1/6 accessories kit. So I think it looks good. I like the sculpt. I like the seam line on the front. It looks like it did in the movie. I don't remember the water pistols in the movie, to be honest. I think it's cool the way it has this little hoodie and backpack. I like figures with a little backpack. It's hilarious looking. The knee pads and the holsters for the water guns and all that. It'd be cool if the water guns actually worked. And then you got 2 katanas. The back of my mind somewhere, I thought he had a bat or something, but then again, maybe I'm misremembering. I like figures with a backpack. I think it's cool. I think it looks very good with the hood up. I think that's like, there's nothing wrong with this. I think this essentially, like, they seem to have replicated what was on the screen. Again, I could be misremembering, but yeah, look, it looks good. It's just not something I'm particularly interested in. Now, flicking through this, the couch. The couch is what I'm interested in. Am I going to get this figure just to get the couch? No. Would I potentially pick up that couch if I saw it? It's going to be parted out, but you can guarantee people are going to get this couch. They're going to part out all the pieces. They'll probably sell the couch for something outrageous like $100. You know, that might sound outrageous for a couch, and it absolutely is. I like the way it has the Wolverine. It seems there's a few Wolverine claws. You can see the 3 parallel lines of the claws on the back of the couch and the side of the couch. So, out of everything here, the only thing I really want is the couch. Why do I want the couch? I tend not to get multiples of figures. And what I love about that deluxe Wolverine is that there's so many different options, which we'll talk about later. But I would love to, you know, when you repose your figures, it kind of freshens up your collection. You might be getting a bit bored of your collection, but you're not really. You're just getting bored of the same poses. So if you just tweak, even just like, doesn't have to be every single figure in the collection, but take a bit of time to repose 1 or 2 or dial in a pose and just freshens up the collection a bit more. And I think the couch would be cool if you just had Deadpool and Wolverine and a little 6-scale TV in front of them watching TV. I think that'd be cool. So just like in the, I think this is probably wide enough. I think I'd be able to fit this into the lead-ins, into one of the cubes behind me. And just have the 2 boys like sitting down, maybe get like a 6-scale popcorn. Surely that's out there, and just have them watching the TV in front of them. Of course, you'd be seeing the back of the TV, but you could get like an old vintage TV with an antenna as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. So the couch is something I'm interested in. I'm not going to buy this figure just for the couch. I may look for it in the aftermarket when it's parted out. But yeah, I'm glad they did it. There's going to be people who just want to complete the line. If you've been following the channel, you know I'm not a completionist. But yeah, essentially, looks pretty good. But that's $240 that could go to a figure that I am hyped for. You know what I mean? I could put that $240 towards the deluxe red and yellow Hugh Jackman, you know, Wolverine that we're going to be talking about later on in this video. I paid a deposit on it, but I haven't paid it all off. It could be put towards the Jazz Inc. 89 Batmobile that I have on order. It could be put towards playing the balance of the Hot Toys 89 2.0. It could be put towards playing the balance of the Black Widow, or putting a pre-order down on that Artisan Iron Spider, you know? So I do want the couch, but this is one of the ones I can't. Like, another thing is that I have no desire to pose them all together because, like I mentioned at the start of this video, my collection is rooted in my love of film and movies and TV. And I do like accuracy for the most part. Like, there's sometimes I'll pose things that are definitely not canon. For example, I've got that Return of the Jedi 40th Anniversary Darth Vader on pre-order. I absolutely love the head sculpt, and my go-to pose is I'm going to put him standing up with the head sculpt, the Sebastian Shaw head sculpt. I'm going to get a CCFL saber, and I'm going to have him standing there with the head sculpt exposed. Yeah, I know that's not canon. It wasn't in the movie. It's not screen accurate, but that's something I'm going to go, look, I really want to show that the helmet off, and I want that him holding the saber just to add a bit more to that display. This here, though, I mean, they weren't a family in the movie. Spoiler. That never happened. So this is something I think which appeals to maybe the comic book fans who were fans of Deadpool long before the movie, long before Ryan Reynolds did that first god-awful version of them. And, you know, Deadpool, Kidpool, Dogpool, Headpool, Babypool, all that kind of stuff. Maybe this is something that actually happened in a comic or something similar. Like I don't know, but I can understand why if someone is like a diehard Deadpool fan and likes all these characters because their collecting is rooted in their love of comics. I get it. And maybe they don't care about Ryan Reynolds, they don't care about Blake Lively or whatever, like, and who cares? Like, they just want the comic book representation. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah. Moving on. So the next one then, we got this, no, sorry, I'm after skipping one. We got Ladypool and another version of Dogpool. I think she comes with a Dogpool as well. Actually, yeah, I think she comes with a Dogpool as well. So I just want to, do you know what, I want to go back actually. I do want to go back really quickly. And I skipped one thing that I want to talk about in all of these. Give me 1 second, just bear with me. So one thing I did skip is that I kind of want to go back to the very last slide, or the slide that shows everything that comes. Now let's face it, look, that looks great. That looks really cool. In fairness, like this, the blogger did a great job here. Okay, and kudos to anyone who wants to do this and collect the whole family and do it. It's just it's gonna make from excellent photographs, but it's not for me. A lot of expressions as well. And I just want to see this here, yeah. So just everything that comes with. You've got the 2 water pistols backpack with sheath. You've got the 2 different katanas, and of course the sheath for the katanas. It's cool. The backpack's very cool. Of course the couch, a bunch of swap out hands. The base, which it's just your generic kind of what's it? An octagon base? Or no, not an octagon. It's a hexagon base. 2 holsters for the pistols. You got the hood and 5 different types of expressions and eye expressions, and of course the Deadpool logo on the hoodie. Grand. So I can go ahead and get rid of that. Now, next thing, we're going to take a look at Ladypool. Over to Sideshow. Remember, this is $1,485 if you want to get the deluxe red and blue Wolverine, the Wolverine with the shirtless or TVA jacket version, the Deadpool himself, Ladypool, and Kidpool, and that doesn't include any taxes or shipping. So Ladypool herself is $280. Doesn't come with a Blake Lively head sculpt. I believe it wasn't her in the suit, but she did the voice. Again, she said Uzi time baby and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know for sure. So obviously this comes with another version of Dogpool. I have Dogpool downstairs because I've actually already got the Deadpool from this movie, the deluxe one with the gold guns and that base as well. And I just remind me there that I love the fact that it comes with so many different types of hand gestures, which means there's so many different types of poses you can do, and kind of humorous poses, very, very Deadpool like. So here you've just her standing there. She's holding Babypool upside down. She's got the version of Dogpool. I think this is the one that she comes with. I haven't taken a close look at the other one. You've got Deadpool with the heart sign. You've got Headpool. All right. So I mean, proportion wise, it looks great. I think that's the lamb's wool hair. Is it lamb's wool? Sheep's wool? I think it's lamb's wool. Some sort of. I think it's lamb's wool. Anyway. So actually we'll go to that slide at the end. It might tell us. So $280. Again, the blogger has done. I love that. The blogger has done a great job of the just these pictures here showcasing this. I actually have Deadpool downstairs in one of the poses from the Bye 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 dance that he does at the start of the movie. Really looking forward to seeing it again. I might nearly take a sneaky look during the week. Although I went to see Terminator last night. My local cinema does this back to the 80s thing every September. I've been watching Terminator for 35 years. It's one of my favorite movies. Never got to see it in the cinema because I was like 1 year old when it released, but went to see it yesterday. It was great to see it on the big screen. And the local cinemas for the next few weeks are showing the original trilogy. I never got to see them in the cinema as well, because I mean, it was done and dusted by the time I was born. I think Return of the Jedi was released in 1983. I was born in 83, and it was released like before I was even born. So I never got to see them in the cinema. Didn't even get to see the special editions, but yeah, touchy subject. So I love what the blogger pictures has done. So just to look at her outfit, the proportions of the body are excellent. The kind of hair as well as excellent. She comes with the 2 katanas. I love the fact that she comes with the Uzis, that she says Uzi time baby. They're her guns. It's a very cool looking figure, and I'd say if you are a diehard Ladypool fan and your collecting is rooted in comic books, you're probably more likely to get this, or more inclined to, should I say. Just noticing her belt is a bit different, whereas if you look at Deadpool's belt, it's got the typical like red and black logo with the kind of silvery white eyes, whereas hers, it's has a silver eyes and the black, but it's a silver kind of center and a circle or kind of circumference around the buckle there as well. Again, very, very cool. The one on the right here, this pose on the right, very similar to what I have my Deadpool currently posed in. Actually, I uploaded a short. On Wednesday night, and it's got like 11,000 views, and I got a heap of subs from it. It's the most successful short, the most successful video on my channel ever. Just obviously caught that must caught the algorithm at the right time, that YouTube algorithm. Deadpool and Wolverine is hot right now, I suppose, and they have that NSYNC Bye 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 song is trending, and so just literally caught it. Like, but if you want to check it out, just have a look at the short, the pose I have it in. Just like, I think it's like a 10-second short. Amazing. You put a lot of effort into like your live streams and your videos and your boxings, your reviews and everything, and then just a short that takes you 10 seconds to do gets you a bunch of subs. Yeah, YouTube, it's a wild world. Again, so I love the way they have like that looks cool. The way it looks like they're dancing there. So 3 different versions, very, very cool. Yeah. So why isn't it showing me like everything that she comes with? I think these are the blogger images. I think that's what it is. Right. Okay. So I think I need to go back. a bit. If I was to, I know what I'll do. We'll go to albums, and they were the blogger pictures. That's it. Where I need to be looking at the announcement photos. Yeah, they're the blogger images. These are announcement photos. So if we just scroll through these, and these look great too. I love the incorporation of the couch. Like, she looks incredible. That reminds me there when she just kind of walks out of that portal, like, and you know, like, all right, they're in trouble here. It's funny, like, I watched that whole scene. The articulation's amazing. Like, that is an amazing pose to have her in if you are so inclined to get her. You probably worked out already. I'm not going to get her, although I'd be more than likely to get her than Kidpool and then pick up the couch separately. I'm not getting Kidpool anyway, and the only thing that entices me to get Kidpool is the bloody couch. But then if I get the couch and have Kidpool, I may as well get the whole family. And you never know, maybe I have a moment of weakness and do that, but it's just not how I collect. Again, just the bloggers. That's not the blogger, these are promotional images, but alright, so what she comes with, styling hair. I love the translations here from Hot Toys, brilliant. Styled hair, maybe, I don't know. Wool material, so this wool material hair, similar to the artisan figures. That's kind of the main thing that I've noticed about the artisan. They're not doing leather or anything like that. It just seems to be this this kind of wool style hair, which I've seen that oh god, pardon me, sorry, up early folks. Yeah, the only artisan release to have so far is that Imposter Joker, which I've very random. It's an art piece. It's kind of cool, but I've just no interest in it. But the hair looked okay in that. I still think it's a bit poofy, to be honest. I think InArts did a better job in it, on the hair anyway. Fair to sculpt too, to be honest. I think the mouth on that one is a bit sketchy, but I know a lot of people like the Hot Toys one. Fair enough, but. It's definitely better. It's definitely better than what the Hot Toys are used to doing with hair. But now this is the first kind of this artisan hair is kind of make or break, I think, for that, to be honest. So yeah, comes with your standard hexagon base, a bunch of swap on hands, which is good because they were scrimping on hands a while ago. You've got the 2 different Uzis, you got the katana, which is magnetic, and you got a different version of Dogpool and the different expressions. Okay, let's move on. So this. Now we're getting to territory where, so I'm not picking up Ladypool, I'm not picking up Kidpool. I may pick up the couch in the secondary market. If Ladypool dropped down a lot, which I think she will, and Kidpool dropped down a lot, and I saw them for like $100, like a steal, crazy, stranger things will happen. I might go ahead and do that because that'll be like a center point. Like I got 7 Bleledens behind me, and that'll be like one you could put in the middle and have the couch and have them all on the couch, the whole thing, and it would look a bit crowded, but I think it might work. It'd be a nice little scene to have if, you know, you had Deadpool, Ladypool, Kidpool, and Babypool, and, you know, the dog. So this is incredible. Now, I have obviously not pre-ordered Kidpool and Ladypool. I haven't pre-ordered this. I think my plan is to get through the Deadpool and Wolverine line, just getting the deluxe Deadpool, which I have downstairs, and the deluxe Wolverine, which is my most anticipated figure announcement. It's the most exciting announcement this far, as I mentioned, so far this year, and it's now my #1 most anticipated figure to wait to get in hand, followed probably by Bane. Really looking forward to that. Yeah, so look, there's a lot I love about this. The head sculpt seems essentially the same, but just a bit of blood and battle damage. Fine. The physique, like, in fairness, Hugh Jackman was 55 years old and he was still shredded to bits. They're gonna make him do this when he's 90. I think he's probably past his like peak shred, but come on, the guy's 55, give him some credit. I think the most shredded I think he ever was Days of Future Past. That scene where he wakes up when they send him back in time, or send his mind back in time. Incredible, like the amount of dedication that it must have taken him to get into that shape. The guy's an absolute unit, 6'2", like just shredded lean muscle. Like, you mean you wouldn't mess with him. Like, well, I know he's acting and all that, I get you, but he just looked the part. And I know he was tall, I get it, I know, too tall for Wolverine, but look, for me, I just think he absolutely owns the role. Right, so this here, they've done a very good job on the body. So even like you have the little details of the tiny little kind of pieces of hair and stuff like that, and the scratches and the kind of, you know, damage and, you know, like wounds on his chest and stuff like that. I love the look of this. I actually prefer the look of this with the bomber jacket on. I just think I think this is the best way to display it. Obviously the claws out. I would include that jacket. It's just too cool an accessory not to include. It's like those little accessories, like the poncho on a Cable, or like just that like long trench coat on Doc Ock, or even just the wired cape on the Mando, Chrome Mando, or you know, like a good custom cape, like the custom cape I have on the Batman Begins, like, or just little things like that, like when a coat in 6 scale sits right, like take the in-art purple cup, just really, really cool. But if I was getting this, I'd have to pose it with the jacket. But of course, you want to show off the artistry and the sculpt and his physique as well. So you probably have it zipped down as well. But I just love the look of that. Like, the head sculpt. Please, Hot Toys, don't mess up that head sculpt. No, don't degrade. Give us what we're seeing here. Give us an improvement. The body looks absolutely amazing. The detail on the hair, all the cuts and wounds, the adamantium blades look great, because I have a Wolverine, but it's the 1973. Take that, Jose. Not the 1979 version. I have that downstairs, but it is the bone claws. It's a great figure, but it has the bone claws, and yeah, the head sculpt is not as good as this. Definitely not. But then again, the head sculpt on that, the prototype, was far better than what we got. There was definitely a downgrade. Even like the weathering on the bottom of the pants, which you'll see later on, the proportions, even when it's zipped up, it looks bloody cool too. They've done such a good job at tailoring this, like, because this could have looked really silly and poofy on that muscular body, but it just sits really well. It looks fantastic as well with the jacket off. Now I will say those traps are kind of a bit exaggerated. I think the head sculpt is sitting a little weird at this angle. Of course, you can see the seams on the wrists, but like, what are you gonna do? I don't know what their options are there. I know that the 1973 version had like the seamless forearms, so they connected at the elbows, so if it had the shirt on, you're never gonna see the joints in the elbows. But here, because he's shirtless, it's like they've given us the seamless joints everywhere else, but yeah, look, it's like, I suppose they kind of have to do that. Weird inclusion with the katana covered in blood. That'll be one, if you get this, you could probably give that to Deadpool, because he didn't have a katana in this. Maybe it's from a cutscene. I'm interested to see when it gets released, and you know, you get the I don't know, 4K Blu-ray or the digital download, what extra scenes are included. Or maybe they'll do a re-release as well, like they did for Spider-Man No Way Home, and included, like, I don't know, 13 minutes of extra footage, which, to be honest, I love that movie and all, but I think the original theatrical release yeah, I can see why they got rid of that other stuff. But yeah, so just flicking through some of these images. There's one image that I really want to see. So you got separate rolling eyeballs function, which seems to be becoming a standard. I love the way, like, they just flick up his hair subtly at either side, as if it's just like he just woke up like that, but it's kind of giving a nod to Wolverine's kind of crazy hair. Yeah, the two styles of jacket, you can have it open, you could have it completely off, or you could have it closed. I think the tailoring looks excellent, sits really well. A lot of damage on the back as well. The pants look filthy too. I like the base, I think it's pretty cool. I don't like the TVA, wasn't a fan of any of the Marvel Disney Plus TV shows, just don't think it's good television, didn't find them entertaining, have never went back and rewatched any of them. Whereas I've rewatched The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 like millions of times, getting them on 4K Blu-ray, looking forward to that. Interesting here that this doesn't come with a masked sculpt. That's a bit of a miss, but I think they're doing that so that you go away and get the other one as well, and you can mix and match, because you could buy a deluxe version of the yellow and blue suit, pose it with the Hugh Jackman head sculpt, and then give the masked head sculpt to this, because he did appear in the movie wearing the mask but without the top. So figure base with detailed diorama accessory. Even though it says TVA on the jacket, you know, it's still a cool jacket. So what's it come with? It has a separate rolling eyeballs function, Hugh Jackman head sculpt. It has the muscular silicone upper body with seamless design from neck to arms, with all that detail with the, obviously his physique and his, like, I suppose he's cut. The musculature, the blood, the wounds, the what else does he have? It's a seamless silicone. 2 styles of jacket display. It's funny how it's 2 styles of jacket display, open and closed. Well, bravo, Hot Toys, amazing. There seems to be, there was one kind of photo, maybe it's not here, maybe it's in, I don't know. There was one photo kind of there. I love that look. I think if it was me, if I was posing, I'd pose like that, but I would zip down the bomber jacket just to expose the physique and show off the detail and the artistry. The proportions here are fantastic. The head sculpt looks fantastic. The silicone body, the adamantium claws. I'm kind of talking myself into this. The base as well. I just got to be disciplined, and I don't think this is coming home. So this is $310. But look, we're going to move on now to this one. This is one I have downstairs. Interestingly enough, this one I actually got. I buy like 90% of my figures from Lion Rock Toys, the Hong Kong-based reseller, and I review for them. But you know, from time to time I would buy stuff on buy-sell trade groups, or very rarely eBay, but you know, I have done so in the past. Adverts.ie, just kind of like a buy-sell trading app or site over here. And very, very seldom, I don't really buy from Sideshow anymore, even though I do have one active pre-order with them, but if that gets delayed, I'm going to cancel that. But I wanted this, and when I saw it was available quickly, I was tempted. And usually I'd be like, no what, I'm going to wait and save $50 or $100. And Lion Rock, I got onto them, and they originally said that it was only, I think there was a bit of confusion of this. Originally it was only supposed to be available in like a particular con in Hong Kong. And my contact in Lion Rock said they're actually not going to the con. So I went then with Jeremy Casa. I think it's Plastic Hero Collectibles. I'll be doing a review and I'll give him all the details on it. But then when it went up in Sideshow and it was more available, Lion Rock messaged me and they're like, yeah, we can actually get that for you. But I'd already secured it. It was actually already delivered, I think, at that stage or something. But anyway, so yeah, I've got this. I've got it downstairs. And yes, it is the one with the gold guns, because I really wanted those gold guns, and I really liked the base, and then I saw the reviews and realized it was bloody empty. But right, let's flick through some of these. This is $315. Lots to like about this. I haven't reviewed it, but I will be. I'm probably going to do that review tomorrow. Look, I have the Deadpool 2 version there. I have posed it like that for ages. I just love the pop of yellow, and I'm going to keep on doing so, an inclusion of the unicorn. Lots to like about this figure. I think the proportions on this are better. I think it's the best 1/6 scale, basically the best Deadpool that Hot Toys have ever done. I was always going to get this, even though I have this one, because I wanted screen accurate. I want to pose, look, this Deadpool and Wolverine. I told myself I'm going to try and get through this just getting those 2 figures, because if they do a Cassandra Nova, I'm more than likely not going to get it. If they release a Blade, I don't care about Blade. Channing Tatum is funny as Gandalf style. Gandalf, where am I going with this? Why am I drawing a blank? Gambit. Yeah, so not Gandalf, not Gandam style. Gambit. Like, it was funny, you know, and I know the background, he's trying to get the movie off the ground, blah, 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 but I just don't think Gambit to me looks more kind of taller and more kind of a muscular, but more of an athletic, leaner muscle, like the Cajun car dealer, or the way he looks in the cartoon or whatever like that. You know, still muscular, but not that kind of like quarterback kind of look that Channing Tatum has. So there's nothing really like Johnny Storm. No, all the cameos did nothing for me. They were lost on me. It was like I said it before. It was like, people were saying, oh, this person's in this, and this person's in this, and this person. And I was like, I didn't care. It was just like, give me a good movie, entertain me, tell a good story, give me good action. I want to see good sense of humor, good action scenes. I want to see Deadpool and Wolverine fight. And essentially delivered everything apart from maybe the story. But I was satisfied. I absolutely loved it. It was basically fan service. It was set up as fan service, and they delivered. That's just the type of movie it was. The storyline did not set my world on fire, and that's if I was criticizing it, it would bring it down to like a 4.5 or 4-star movie. But look, it was fun, and that's what we got. We got to see, Deadpool and Wolverine on screen. We got to see Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds on screen playing these two characters who they were just born to play their character, and they're just absolutely owning them. So anyway, back to this. I love the color palette on it. I think this one here is more of a winey blue. This is a bit more of a brighter, a winey red, and this one's more of a brighter red. I love the abundance of different hand gestures that it comes with, pointing gestures, all sorts like that. It doesn't come with fisted hands, which is really weird. And unless I have to have another look through the box when I'm reviewing it, but just the basic punching hands. Now, it comes with everything else, but because you've got your trigger hands. I think it's left and right trigger hands, katana holding hands, or baby knife holding hands. There's the heart, there's a point, there's a few other different things, but just the fisting hand, the fisting hands. God, you're going to clip that. The fisted hands. There's going to be comments about that. Just every single figure comes with two punching hands or closed fists. That's very strange. I love the detail on the outfit. So like the belt buckle, the little pouches it has. Obviously these are the two black guns. I got the gold guns as well. The katanas are cool. I know that they're adamantium and all that, but the Deadpool 2 baby knife and katanas, the one here, they're like metal, where these ones are it's just plastic. That's a bit of a... That's not cool, Hot Toys. Holsters are pretty good. Anyway, let's flick through some of these. The articulation of the figure, gotta say, it's good. Like, there's a bit of space on the elbows and shoulders that when you're moving it, it doesn't feel like you're gonna... When you're moving it does tighten, but it's not tightened to begin with. And when you're moving it, it doesn't feel like you're gonna burst the material on the elbow or the hip or something like that. So he does articulate pretty well. One thing as well, I was really impressed by this one here. The way the sheath... basically the thing that holds the two katanas magnetizes onto the back and really plush. It sits on very, very well, whereas this one here I don't think it magnetizes as good. Like, there's no issues, not falling off or anything, but just doesn't seem as solid. I really don't like this pose here for Wolverine, where I love this pose here for Deadpool, just the two katanas and the wide stance and the guns in the holster. Am I looking at the non-deluxe one? Anyway, this thing's confusing. Never happened in the movie. So like, Headpool is against him and out to get him. They're not on the same side. He never had this what's a baby grow thing or whatever, this baby carrier. It's included. I'm never going to use it. I'm probably never going to include Babypool. The only time I think I'll ever use that is if I did actually go and get Kidpool and the Couch and Ladypool and just pose them all as a family, which I don't think I'm going to go down that, more than likely not going to go down that route, because then I'm wasting money on stuff that it's like doesn't really appeal to me, and I just can't afford to do that, and nor do I want to do that. What else do we have here? Yeah, this, I need to exit out of this, and I need to try and find that weird, just stop there. Here are the gold guns over here. I'm gonna go back to this. Right, I'm gonna go here. Right, so this is like everything that comes. This is the one that I have. I really wanted those gold guns. He went through the trouble of getting them off Nicepool, so come on. Yeah, and I have it downstairs at the moment, even though I bought it essentially for the... I didn't just buy it for the gold guns. The gold guns was definitely a pull factor. The base was definitely a pull factor. I do quite like this base, until I realised it was basically hollow. But the gold guns was one of the pull factors, and as well as having, the right red and improved proportions and articulation and all that kind of stuff. But I have it at the moment posed with the black guns and that kind of, one of the dance moves from that NSYNC song, Bye Bye Bye. So I'm really... looking forward to posing it with the gold guns, because I just think they just pop, whether they're in the holsters or in his hands. And like, maybe it's because of the way the light shines, hits off the guns, but they look a little bit bigger than the other ones. I think that's maybe just because it's a brighter color, because like brighter colors tend to look a little bit bigger. So it comes with the specially designed based metallic golden pistols. It has the Babypool and the carrier and Babypool comes with interchangeable eyepieces. Comes with Headpool and a little stand for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like I think it's in total. I think it's 5 actually. 5 pairs of eyes, so 5 different expressions. You've got the little Dogpool as well. A different version, I believe, than what comes with Ladypool. You got 2 katanas, which are not die cast, unfortunately, not steel, they're plastic. The sheath or katana holder that magnetizes onto his back, a bunch of different swap-out hands, but no like fisted hands, as I mentioned already. Baby knife and the holster for it. The holster's for the guns. And even you can see there, just that little Deadpool there on the right there, just the proportions. See the one where he's standing there on the right hand side of the photo, where he's standing up, you can see the full body, and he's putting the katana over the shoulder. You can just see the proportions. They are better. I always thought like, this is a great figure. Held up better than the first Deadpool one from what I understand, but I always found the legs a little bit skinny and the shoulders a bit too broad, so the proportions I think are a bit more natural on this and realistic. That looks pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to do it though, but still, you know, it's what I like about that is you're using a lot of the accessories. I mean, you're putting the black guns in the holsters. You're holding. He has got the two golden guns in his hands. You have the baby carrier, the baby, one of the expressions for the eyes, and of course that head pool as well. And you can see the stand as well. So you're getting your kind of you're taking advantage of all those accessories. Just didn't happen in the movie, and it's not something that I really want to do. I may do at some point. It's a really cool display, to be honest. And there's just so many different poses that I'd want to do beforehand. And with this, there's a baby pool. So it comes with, that's hilarious. It comes with little bottles as well. It's a creepy looking thing. But yeah, interesting though. Like, cause so like there's Deadpool, baby pool. There's two dog pools. There's kid pool. Head pool. Like, there's a lot of different variants already, because they're given the smaller versions kind of as accessories to Deadpool and Ladypool or whatever. Okay, but the main one for $340, the deluxe version. Like, this is the best announcement, the most exciting announcement of 2024 in my opinion. It's gone straight up to the top of my pre-orders that I'm most anticipating. Where do we even start? Like, it's Hugh Jackman. It's a fantastic Hugh Jackman sculpt. It has separate rolling eyeballs function. You've got the yellow suit, a yellow and blue suit, the iconic version. It comes from a basic. It's a classic. It's a great. This movie is already a classic. Like, it's a great movie. I absolutely loved it. Is it a triple threat? 100%. Loved the source material, loved the character, and loved this version. I love the actor playing this version as well. Just want to look at everything as it comes. That's what I'm going to start off. I'm going to start off on this last slide. Now, I know I've done videos on this before, but I just wanted to do kind of a summary of the Deadpool and Wolverine line. Okay. So this is, again, just to check, $340. It's the most expensive one in the line. Yeah, because actually they released this one, or announced this one first, $340. Then the Deadpool, even if you get the deluxe one, is $315. And then the Wolverine TVA jacket is $310. Ladypool $280. Kidpool $240. So, separate rolling eyeballs function on the Hugh Jackman sculpt. The exclusive stuff is the head sculpt itself. So, if you're getting the deluxe, you get the head sculpt. If you get the regular, you don't get the head sculpt. And a lot of people maybe wouldn't want, they don't care about Hugh Jackman. They just want like the mask, which I totally get that as well. But I really like Hugh Jackman. I really like him playing this role, and I want the head sculpt. It looks incredible. Interchangeable sleeved arms, interchangeable battle damage armors. I love that they've gone with that. I love that they've given us so many different options here. You could have him posed head to toe in the yellow and blue suit with the mask on. You could pose him head with the yellow sleeves. You could do the same thing with the mask off. And then you could just like pose him like, swap out the yellow arms for like the seamless arms, and you could have the shoulder pads on, seamless arms, shoulder pads off. And then there's the interchange with the battle damage part, because even those 3 bullet holes, I want them. Masked head with interchangeable lower faces. You get 3 different types. I think maybe the first one looks the most like Hugh Jackman, but yeah, and I love the white eyes as well. I just think that's epic. Like, attachable claws, yeah, that's great. Obviously you need the adamantium claws. Boots are not as accessory, but they still look pretty cool. The clean version of the torso there, and then you got like, I do like the base. Look, it's a hexagon base. They're kind of boring. I won't use it, but like, you got the Deadpool logo with the kind of slashes going through it or whatever, and then you've got like 3 different pairs of swap out hands. Okay, just want to go back through some of these. Yeah, I love the fact that it's white eyes. Okay, I love the fact that they've not only just they gave us what we wanted. It took 20 years. We finally on screen have a live action version of Wolverine with the yellow and blue suit. I love the fact that they actually got him to wear his mask, and they waited for the right moment as well. I remember like the crowd in the cinema just lost their minds when that happened. So masked head with interchangeable lower jaw. Love the white eyes on that. Again, the arms look great on that, just like all the detail. You can see like, say like, it's very muscular. Obviously you don't have any joints. It has, like, you can see there's, you know, the bulging kind of like shoulders, biceps, and the little kind of lines in between, like showing his physique. A few bit of vein work there as well. I'm loving, like, there's a few like nicks and scratches on this battle damaged upper chest plate with the bullet holes as well. Very, very cool. And of course the head sculpt is class. The adamantium claws, I'm hoping they're die cast. I'm guessing they're going to be plastic. Head sculpt looks great. The articulation looks pretty cool too. Now it's one of those ones you're going to see their head to toe now. Head to toe, it's covered up. It has the blue shoulder pads on and it has the yellow arms as well. Love that. And here you go. This is another alternative. So they're keeping the shoulder pads here, and then they have the exposed seamless arms, incorporating the stand there as well. And obviously look how clean the yellow pants are here, as compared to, or contrasting between the TVA version that we saw. I love that. Like, it just looks like the Wolverine there, that kind of like like an animal, you know, like a Wolverine, obviously, that kind of like hulking, kind of hunched over, the arms kind of almost hanging. Very, very cool. Do they have a picture of him with the yellow arms? Surely they do. All this looks good. Just want to go back. They're using the shoulder pads there. Yeah, still using shoulder pads. Great head sculpt. There you go. Now here they don't have him with the head sculpt on. I don't know if any of these photos actually show him head to toe in the suit. So here you got the yellow arms on. There's no, the seamless arms have been swapped out. You've got the shoulder pads as well. The blades out. And even here they've shown the arms again, but there's none with him. Yeah, even there, like, the one with the mask, they're still exposing the arms. So, like, it's funny how they didn't, you know, put him head to toe in the yellow suit, as in cover up the arms and all that. Very, very cool though. Yeah, look, so if you want to get them all from Sideshow, $1,485 US. That's not including shipping or any sales tax or customs, import, VAT. So you're talking 2,000, I'd say. I'm gonna play it safe, really. The movie is Deadpool and Wolverine. I tend to collect the main characters. I'm collecting Deadpool and Wolverine, the deluxe versions of both. Deadpool is downstairs, the deluxe version with the gold guns. And this one's coming home. Yeah, so look, that's just a kind of recap on what we have so far from this movie. That's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let me know if you're interested in any of these, none of these, one of these. Are you getting multiples of them? You want that couch? Also consider becoming a channel member. Shout out to any of the troopers and the commanders and channel members who stuck with me over the summer. A lot of content coming. Big channel member giveaway as well coming on the Hope Show on Monday the 21st of October. We're going to advertise it for a few weeks. If you want to be in on that, just be a channel member at the time of the 21st of October, the time before that live stream. We're giving away a hot toy courtesy of Lion Rock Toys. They're giving away the TMS 070. That is Axe Wolves from the Mandalorian season 2. The Luke lights have donated $168 US store credits. So they're the lights that I use here, or the lights that I use down my IKEA Millsbo. They do custom lights for displays for IKEA, Detolfs, Millsbo, and Bleledens if you have them. Also, Hendra from Fusion Reactors has donated a Mark III 2.0 lighting kit. Not the figure itself, but the lighting kit for it. And also, he said he very, very generously said he's going to dedicate one of his sabers as well. So it's like 4 giveaways for channel members all on the one night. So yeah, maybe consider becoming a channel member. Okay folks, that's it. Also follow me on Instagram and on X. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.